The smirk vanished. His tone turned icy. Well, life's not fair. Maybe next time you'll think twice before selling something for $20. Something inside me snapped. I stood up, my chair scraping loudly against the floor. You know what, man? You win. Sell it. Get rich. But don't ever call me your friend again. The words hung in the air like a final verdict. Jake opened his mouth like he wanted to fire back, but for once, he stayed silent. I walked out of Murphy's, my chest heavy. For the first time, I realized something brutal. Jake wasn't my friend anymore. He was just another guy who screwed me over. But the story didn't end there. A few days later, I started getting messages from people in the collector forums. Someone had posted about Jake's car, and apparently, the toy wasn't just valuable, it was legendary. A one-of-a-kind prototype. And with items like that, provenance mattered. Provenance, the history of ownership. And Jake didn't have it. That's when an idea started forming. Dangerous, petty, but also tempting. If I could prove the car came from my attic, my family, maybe even with old photos or receipts, Jake's lucky score could collapse overnight. The auction house would demand answers, maybe even cancel the sale. Amy looked nervous when I told her, "Are you sure you want to go down that road? It could get ugly." I stared at her, feeling the bitterness rise. It's already ugly. The night before the auction, I couldn't sleep. I sat at my desk, scrolling through old family albums, digging through boxes of junk I hadn't touched in years. And then, I found it. A faded Polaroid of me as a kid, holding that exact toy car in my hand. Same scratches, same paint chip on the spoiler. Proof. I sat back in my chair, heart pounding. This was it. My weapon. For the first time in weeks, I felt like maybe, just maybe, I had the upper hand. The morning of the auction felt like the universe had its thumb pressing down on my chest. I woke up before sunrise, my hands already shaking, the Polaroid photo lying on the table like a loaded gun. Jake had no idea I had proof. Proof that the car had been mine, that his story about the lucky attic score was just that, a story. I wasn't sure if I was going to use it, but knowing I could, that changed everything. Amy drove me into the city. Neither of us talked much. She just glanced at me from time to time, her expression saying all the things she didn't want to say out loud. Don't burn yourself. Don't lose yourself in this. The auction house was nothing like I imagined. High ceilings, marble floors, the air so polished it felt like even my shoes weren't good enough to be there.